Many people have experienced a lot of death in their family. Most High is very clear about how he handles our disobedience and how he handles the choose to be his enemy. Now, mind you, it's not that he to be his enemy. It's not that he desires us to go the way that we go, but unfortunately, he's not going to make us walk in alignment with him. So when you go to Exodus chapter 20, look at the 10 Commandments, I encourage all of you to see if your life is realigning with these scriptures. Now, when I say you, I'm meaning those of you who say that you're walking with the one true living God. Many of you may say you're a Christian, or you're a disciple, or you're a follower, or you're a believer. Whichever one of those categories that you fall in, I highly, highly encourage you to see if your life is aligning with the 10 commandments that are listed there. Because I can tell you, my brothers and sisters, if in essence you're one who only worships the Most High with your mouth, but your heart is truly far from him, it tells us in verse number 5, it says, you shall not bow down to them or serve them, for I, your Adonai, Yahweh, am a or jealous God, the iniquity of the fathers on the children to the third and the fourth generation of them who hate me. Now, mind you, he's talking about the commandment he's talking about before that is he's basically saying you shall have no other gods besides me. You should not have any other gods before me. And so if you do, he's saying that he'll punish us down to the third and the fourth generation for the iniquity of the fathers on the children to the third and the fourth generation. Now, you may be saying, well, Tuwana, why would I be punished for the sins of my father? Well, I'm so glad that question popped into your mind, because this is the graciousness and the mercifulness of the Most High. One thing about him, he's very intentional about how he does things. So if you chapter 18, he talks about how not be punished for the sins of the father if he or she chooses to walk in obedience to his laws, statutes, and commandments. So here is the caveat, if you will, my brothers and sisters. If you choose to walk in the footsteps of your parents, and I hate to say this, unfortunately, that's what the majority of people do. The majority of time we choose to, do the same things that our parents did. I mean, obviously you can see a lot of similarities if you've lived any amount of time between you and your parents. Now, some things are non-consequential, but are inconsequential, if you will. But for the most part, however our parents lived, oftentimes we see that we end up following in the footsteps of our parents. Like, I'll give you an example right now. Obviously, let's say Whitney Houston, for instance. The life, how Whitney Houston died is the same way her daughter died. I mean, you see countless situations where the children, take after what their parents did. I mean, a lot of times it could be inadvertently, but most times it's pretty much intentional. I'm always telling you guys, one generation's compromise is the next generation's standard. So what our parents tolerated, put up with, how they live, those things typically pass on to us. And we have to be intentional about our lives and not follow them. Because as we go over to Ezekiel chapter 18, in verse number 4, he says, behold, all souls are mine. As the soul of the Father, so also the soul of the Son is mine. The soul who sins shall die. Hear me, people of God. Now in verse 5, this is again the caveat. He said, but if a man is righteous and does what is lawful and right, and has not eaten on the mountains, nor has he lifted up his eyes to the idols of the house of Israel, nor has he defiled his neighbor's wife, nor has he approached a woman doing impurity. Here it is. Basically, it's saying if this man has followed the 10 Commandments,